All right, guys, moving on to a triple diamond, and my sister. I never had a sister until I came to Valentis, and now I've got one that I talk to every day. She supports this team, she supports this company, works tirelessly to build others, and that's why she's a triple diamond. That's why she's not stopping there. I know she's not. Guys, she's unbelievable. If you haven't heard her story, like Kirby said, you need to hear her story because it's amazing. And I don't want to get emotional here, so I'm just going to go ahead and bring her up, guys, to talk to you and teach you the system that is the reason that people like Dr. Chi, Paul and myself, Kirby, Bill and Monica, all these leaders, the reason that we're going as fast as we are, without a doubt, is what Karen's going to teach you right now. So get your pens, get your papers out. 6-day experience with Karen Ford, my sister. Thank you, Karen. Big round of applause.
This isn't my comfort zone, but what is my comfort zone is seeing people like you change your life every single day. The excitement that we create here at Valentis has truly changed my life. And as Kirby was talking just a few moments ago about how quickly his business started growing, his income started growing, guys, when I came here, I think it was Diana, she talked about, retirement. I looked at Valentis simply because I'm going to be 64 in March. And when I first started, I looked at what retirement was looking like. Yes, I had investment property, but you know what? What I was going to retire on was not always going to be a positive cash flow. So I started looking. I struggle with my weight. I've tried every weight loss product ever created, I'm sure. And I probably have 5 tons of it in my basement of every company's. This company put together the most amazing product, and as you heard all of the stories of the Optimum Coffee, guys, that is the reason that there is so much success here, and I love where I am. I've been here now for 33 months. My first year, I was very blessed. As you heard everybody talk about, there's no other comp plan like this. I was $8 shy of 100,000 my first 1099. I'd only been here 7 months. My first full year, when I got my 1099, it was 160,000. How does that happen? I was simply sharing a product that was changing people's lives. December, I finished 33 months, and guys, I'm humbled because I've earned $500,000 since I came here to Valentis. I tell you that not to brag, but I tell you that because that is a true reflection of how many people's lives that we've been able to touch. Not me, our team, Patty, Kelly, Paula, Steve, Kenny, every single one of us has been a part of changing people's lives. When we came out with the Optimum, I got so excited because I saw a lot of people's lives changing very quickly. I struggle with my weight. Dave told me once, he said, well, I guess it's me and you and John that struggle with our weight. I said, heck, I'm going to get on that billboard with those 2 guys and say, imagine what would happen, So it's just been absolutely incredible. So when we got the Optimum, I called Dave one day and I said, Dave, I need something. He said, what? I said, I need some packets of this stuff. He said, Karen, it's really expensive to make. I don't think we can do that. He said, time we do the boxes and the labeling. He said, I don't think I'll be able to do that. I said, Dave, I don't care if you have to send it to me in a trash bag. just get it to me. He said, why? He said, why do you think that's so important? I said, because when I first started, that's what we did, remember? We went out, but we didn't have a system. We went out and we sold 6-day experience packs for $20 33 months ago. But we didn't have a system in place, and corporate didn't even know we were doing it. We were tearing apart the boxes and making it happen. But the excitement from the Optimum created the momentum within not just our organization, all across the company. People started coming to our company that wasn't looking at us before. That's why so many people are being attracted to what we do. So what does it do? It creates an incredible income. It's created an income for so many people who have been in other companies that never made money. Here they come to Valentis and they're earning more money than they've ever earned in this industry. Why? Because of the simplicity, because of the affordability, because of the duplicatable process. And that's all you need, guys. You don't have to teach people, and I've heard several people say, you don't have to do as John. You don't have to teach people how to drink coffee. They know how to drink coffee. If 80% of the world is already doing it, what do you got to say? You don't have to convince anybody. You simply share the experience of our Optimum coffee, and things began to happen. Great advancement. You know what, as Kirby said, there will be so many diamonds broken over the next 30, 60, 90 days in our company. Dr. Chi, you broke how many diamonds? In like 60 days there. When we got the Optimum and you went to Vancouver, you came home, and what happened for you? It was huge, guys. Every single day it was another diamond, another double diamond. Amy Greenfield, a very dear friend of mine, has put on her blinders and she's made a difference. Why? Because the Optimum works. The company works. Our compensation plan works. And so with that, guys, every single one of you, don't ever limit what you can earn, because the wealth is yours, not just financially, but the wealth that we have all seen within our CEO, within the leadership, within, you heard Mark, you heard Patty, you heard Diana, who was terrified. She called in, she said, I'm not going. I knew she was scared, and it's like she was going to use any excuse she could to not come. But she touched people's hearts. She said what she needed to say today. Thank you, Diana. Thank you for not falling into that little pool that was coming at you. So let's go into, really quickly, I know Paula will be like doing the bomb button the other day. But here's what has happened as a result of the 6-day experience. When we got it, guys, I want to just go over, because I know I don't have much time. But the return on your investment, you saw John posted a little bit about that this morning. Next slide, please. The simplicity of coming in with a $4.99. Y'all see my mic shaking. The simplicity of coming in with $4.99, the simple math is, yeah, you do get back $1,160. Go to the next slide. Here's where I got so excited when I called Dave. I said, Dave, let me give you some numbers. I said, you take a look at it and see what you think. But, and this is the lower end of the experience packs. But guys, when you get your 58 experiences, it's not just so you can go sell 58 experiences. The philosophy for me was, we have 58 new leads that you would not have if you did not do the 6-day experiences. I know our goal was to do 1 million in sticks out into the field. John, we were really close, right? So if you have 1 million sticks out in the field, imagine your return for our company, for your business. We have personally put together something over the next 90 days, and we hopefully will have all that done on Monday. So we will have the slides and everything for you to know exactly what to do. But we do have a contest with the 6-day experience, challenging everybody. You know, if you want to make $10,000 a month over the next 90 days, it's simple. All you have to do is order a business builder pack, order that, do one every single month. It's 2 a day, guys. all you have to do is sell 2 experience packs a day over the next 90 days. Guys, that will be 3 business builder packs of the experience sticks. But over the next 90 days, yes, it takes commitment, but how many of you in here believe you could really sell 2 experience packs every single day? And that's not everybody. Guys, I'm telling you, you can do it, but you have to make a decision to do it. You can't just say, yep, I'll do it. No, just as someone was talking about making their bed every morning. You know what? You have to have that discipline to get up every single day and know that you cannot go to bed at night until you have sold 2 simple 6-day experience packs. But with the return on your investment, guys, not only will you make $10,000 over the next 90 days, John and I were talking, we've decided with some of the leadership that whoever accomplishes that over the next 90 days, when we're in Vegas, we want to take those winners to a show and out to dinner with a diamond pail. I think all of you should, you know, we don't care, we'll pay for it, we'll give our money, we don't care. It's just money. We can make a whole bunch while we're here. So we're going to be focusing on that because we want everybody here to win. But here's what I want to do. I want to talk about the follow-up. The follow-up with the system that we have in place. I have so many people say, you know what, I can read it, but it don't always make sense to me. Let's go over the first 3 days. Day 1, when you mail out that business builder pack, it is so important for you to start building the relationship with that person that you sold the experience pack to. I always ask them to call me. I don't call them on the first day because 90% of them I mail. So I have a tracking number. I know when they're going to get their product. So then I'm able to reach out and say, you know what, I put your package in the mail and it says it's going to be there on Monday. Would you be sure and give me a call on Monday? Because when you call me on Monday, I'm going to give you a little tip. I want to make sure that your experience is very successful. Would you be willing to do that? If they think they're going to get a tip and the product's going to work better, don't you think they're going to freely call you? They do. And when you do that, when they call, say, you know, do you have a huge tip? No. But what you do have, you have the tip up, and I tell people all the time, you know what, drink a warm cup of fresh squeezed lemon. Every morning as soon as you get up, wait a few minutes, then go drink your coffee. I don't do coffee immediately. I do that first. So, because it does help get the body working better, so you have better results and you feel amazing, and it literally works longer. So that is the first day. And then I tell them to be sure and weigh and measure. Why is that important? Because every single thing gets methodically put together because it works 100% of the time, if you do it. So then on that 3rd day, I let them know, weigh and measure, but try not to weigh before the end. It's nobody that don't get on the scales before their 6 days is up. So I make sure I call them on the 3rd day. On that 3rd day, I'll say, hey Mitch, I couldn't wait to call you. I know you're so excited, but I gotta hear your success. How do you feel? Do you notice that you're not hungry? You know, I don't say, how much weight did you lose? Because what if they were like me? Maybe they didn't lose weight. Maybe they ate Twinkies while they were doing it. So I always focus on what I know 100% is going to be a yes answer. And then when we go there, I always ask, you know what, you probably got on the scales, right? I did, Karen, and I lost 5 pounds. This is just my 3rd day, and I've already lost 5 pounds. You know what, Mitch? I'm so excited for you. And you know why I'm really excited? Is because I'm getting ready to launch in your area. I don't know that many people. But what I do know is because you've been there all this time, all your life, I need your help. Would you be willing to make a list of a couple dozen people that you know would like to earn an extra $1,000, $3,000, or $5,000 a month? Do you know anyone like that? You know what Mitch is going to say? Yeah, probably. What about me? You're setting them up to come into your business and they don't even know it yet. And then, when he agrees to that, I'm going to say, you know what, Mitch, you said you've already lost 5 pounds. If you don't mind, can I share your story? Because you know how many people would like to lose 5 pounds in 3 days? Of course I can. I say, because your story is going to make me a lot of money. What's he doing? He's sitting there thinking, I'm going to lose 5 pounds. Why can't I make the money? And so still, you're planting that seed. So you know what? Okay, I'm going to call you back. The longer, if you have more people than 25, a couple dozen, that's okay. The longer, the more excited you'll be when I call you back on the 5th day. On that 5th day, when I call Mitch back, Mitch has already lost 5 pounds. Mitch has a list. How many names you got, Mitch? 50? Guess what I'm doing? The number one excuse people use to not do this business, they'll say, well, let me see. If it works for me, maybe I will. I might tell somebody. We eliminated that up front. He already lost 5 pounds. He don't have to wait and take it for 2 months before he makes a decision. He knows that I'm going to be telling his story. He's lost 5 pounds. That excuse is 100% eliminated. Then, second excuse is I don't really know if I know that many people. You hear that? Who am I going to talk to? He just made a list of 50 people, guys. We eliminated the number 2 excuse for not winning and not joining your business. So then at that point, I say, you know what, let's go over your list. How many of those people, if you would just give me, Mitch, the top 3 people that you think would be a wonderful foundation team for me. It's all still about me because he hasn't said yes yet. He gives me 3 people. He puts him on the phone with me because I asked, I need your help. People will do things to help you. If you tell them, go out and do this, a lot of times they kind of buck just a little bit. But if you ask for help, people are willing to reach out and to help people. When they feel like they're doing you a favor, they're willing, they're more open, they're willing to do those things. So then at that point, here's where all the transition happens. Is because you stayed consistent on the 1st day, the 3rd day, the 5th day, they have their list, they have their result. I'm going to say which one of those people on that list do you know would want to lose, or not lose, to earn an extra $1,000, $3,000 to $5,000. I haven't talked as much about the product, and here's why. I used to, but when you have an opportunity as big as what we have, you have to show people how they can win no matter what. You have to show people how you can put money in their pocket, especially when Mitch has had a result. Mitch has 50 names on his list, and Mitch wants to earn, you know what, I need to make $5,000 a month. Can I sign up? I say, you know what, you can. You can either sign up or I'll sign him up, whichever, no pressure. Well, he's not about to say no. And then all I do is I teach him to get the business builder pack with the experience sticks, and he duplicates exactly what we did. Guys, it is that simple. It does not, it's so simple sometimes I think, maybe I'm leaving something out. And then I go look at my check. I'm like, nope, I don't think I did. So I just want to say this to every one of you, commit. Commit to doing 2 experience packs every single day. You know what? You can talk to strangers and sell an experience pack, right? I went to the grocery store at the beginning when we had our own experience sticks. And I looked at a lady behind me who was yawning. I said, oh, you must not have had your coffee today. She said, actually, I had a whole pot. I'm like, oh, wow. You must not drink the same kind I do because I drink 1 cup. I'm like an ever-ready bunny who's got really dry mouth. So I just want you all to know this system will work for you. You can build your check bigger than you ever imagined. It's just making that commitment to do it no matter what. And I want to show you really quick. Penny, could you come up here really quick? I want to show you what can happen when you don't try to figure it all out and you don't try to question every single thing. What can happen? Because this young lady, when Paul and I went to do coffee talks in Ohio, she just started. She had lost a little weight. I think he had that one guy that came to our meeting, right? And so she did coffee talks. Coffee talks, Misty talked about coffee talks. Guys, that is so fun. You have fun because people are, all you gotta do is you wanna come over for coffee. We're having a coffee tasting, we have cocoa. You wanna come over having a chocolate party. Who cares? Come up with something catchy that will work, that will make people want to come. So this young lady made a decision to come in with the Business Builder Pack, and then what happened?
Okay, well, first of all, I kept hearing these guys say, if you don't want to reinvent the wheel. So I feel that in order to succeed at this business, you have to be a coachable person, because I made a lot of mistakes when I first started. You heard me share my story earlier, but what I didn't share is that when I came in at the Business Builder Pack, I didn't even talk to Kenny. I just signed up, and I knew from my brother that I had to sign up at the highest pack so that I could get the best return on my investment. Well, I called Kenny and I said, "Hey Kenny, guess what? I signed up." And he's like, "Oh man, that's great." He said, "What'd you buy?" And I said, "Well, I bought 2 of this, 2 of that, 2 of that." And he's like, "Oh man, I wish I would have talked to you before you signed up." I'm like, "Why?" He goes, "There's a Business Builder Pack that, you can get some samples and then you package those and then you sell them." Well, so with that was my first mistake. So I immediately purchased my next builder pack and so I could get those samples into people's hands. Then he told me he goes, "Well, you need to post it on Facebook." I'm like, "No, I'm not posting on Facebook. I don't want to share anything." And he goes, "No," he goes, "You need to share." I'm like, "No, I'm not doing it. So anyway, I go about my business, and that's when I started my 6-day experience. And then once I lost the weight, Kenny posted again like 1 week after I started that. And when he posted, my nephew responded to him and my cousin responded to him. So I called Kenny and I said, "Okay, you are not getting my family. Can I share your story?" Because I didn't have a story yet, but he had a story and I knew him. So anyway, he said, "Go ahead." And then that's the first story that I posted, and that's when my phone blew up. Well, from that on, I ended up purchasing 2 of the Business Builder Packs with the sticks. So out of that was 116 6-day experiences. Out of that, I signed up 18 rubies and I got 9 customers. But the big thing is where my money grew was out of the 18 people that I signed up, they have signed 81 rubies themselves and 199 customers. So that's what I feel about the duplication. I started doing what they were telling me to do, and my first customer came when I went into Walmart to find the stevia that Paula recommended, and I had no idea what it was, where it was, and I asked the lady in the aisle, I said, "Hey," I said, "can you direct me to the stevia?" And she comes down and shows me, I pick it up and I look at her, and I said, I said, "I'm about to drink my first cup of coffee at the age of 53. And I said, "It's a weight loss coffee." And I'm not kidding. And she looked at me, she goes, "I want some." And I'm like, "Really?" And she said, "Yeah." And I go, "Well, let me go to the car and I'll be right back. Stay in this aisle." So I sold my first day experience there. Well, then I called my friend Sandy Beatty, and I said, "Sandy," I said, "where are you?" She goes, I'm at Goodwill, checking out." And I said, "Stay there." I said, I want to bring something to you." I said, "Do you have $20? She's like, what are you doing?" I go, I want to share some weight loss coffee with you." She goes, "No, I'm not interested." I go, "Stay there." She's like, "No, I'm leaving." I said, "Well, where are you going next?" She said, "I'm going to Marshall's." I said, "Stay there, I'll meet you." So I followed her to Marshall's, and I walking around the clothing department, and ended up convincing her to try the 6-day experience. She hates coffee too. I handed her the coffee, and she called me an idiot. And then I said, give me my $20. So with that, she was one of my first groupies. The next lady that I signed, which was the most powerful, was a nurse practitioner, and that's Angie Mickle. And she's the one that really started the ball rolling for me. She signed up somebody else that the next lady sold her 58 samples in 3 days. And that was just, I mean, all we had to do is just keep duplicating what they tell us to do. I have no idea where it comes from, but I know that on week 9, I opened up my check, I called Karen, I talked to Paula, I sat and I cried. I had a $2,320 check, and where it came from, I had no idea. Because all I did was put my blinders on and go and do what these guys told me to do.
Here's why I wanted you to hear that part of her story. Because I just want to encourage every single one of you, don't try to figure it out. It already works. Don't try to complicate it. It already works. You don't have to know everything that you think you have to know. Share her story. Share her story. It doesn't matter. If you want your life to change, if you want to live a life of freedom, do what we're doing. Because that $500,000 that I've earned, I'll earn that next year in 1 year. I told John, I said, you know what? I'll look at his look, I don't get to look at him. I'm snagging if I did, but I see what he has created. And I know it doesn't matter if I'm 64, it doesn't matter if you're 70, it doesn't matter if you're 18. If you want it bad enough, you can have it. I told John, I said, you know what? I'm on your tail. I don't care, you know, I'm ready. And I know so many people in this room is ready as well. And I just want to say, I love y'all with all my heart. I love where we are. I love being able to learn from people like you all every single day. I always pray, God, please keep my heart humble. Because if you keep your heart humble and know that everything that you do is changing a life, you'll never regret being here. So God bless y'all. Thank you so much.
And Penny actually trained on what we were going to train on, so we're not going to do it. We're going to actually go right to Chi, because we have to be out of here pretty soon. But here's the thing, you guys. The road, we're going to go to the hotel after, and we are going to finish up. So we're going to quickly, like I said, we're going to have John come on too after Chi. But the road to Emerald, you guys, is exactly what Karen initiated in the 6-day experience. We don't need to do a visual on it. If you need to know how to get to Emerald, you need to raise your hand and you need to contact your upline leaders. That's exactly what she did. And with that, you heard how many rubies came out of the rubies that she created. Part of it was the system. She showed, she shared, she connected, repeat. And she didn't do all the recruiting of those 81 rubies. And because of that, get the iPad. If you want to know how to follow in the footsteps, we learned this in the company. If you want to walk through a minefield, follow the leader that doesn't get their foot blown off, okay? Don't try to reinvent the wheel. That is the road to Emerald. You get there, Chi's going to probably touch on it too as well. You guys, follow in the footsteps. Follow in the footsteps. Don't try to do it by yourself. Do not try to do it by yourself. Follow in the footsteps of your success leaders. John Arimza, Karen Ford, Herbie Mitchell, Patty Zoshak, Missy, all these leaders that are up here, Mark Movies. Do not try to do it by yourself, because if you want to, then you're not going to have a whole lot of fun. So anyways,
All right, so one more hand for Kenneth Ford. Kenny, congratulations.